Oh, good morning, y'all. For me and the chickens and the agony of hitting the wrong button. Um, I was really good into the video, and I just wanted to double check my math because I've had so many numbers in my head, and it was like, oh, piss. Um, and I wanted to clarify a few things because I've been getting a couple comments from people, and I wanted to clarify a few things because I thought the people that I've been talking to watched the videos, or I thought some of you all were here in Colorado, and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know why, and that's that whole assume me thing kind of thing. You just make an ass of yourself. Don't assume nothing. Um, is the I need three people if you want to be a part, let me back this all up so you're not getting confused. Because I had one guy, he was ready to move, because he wanted to be a part of the oil thing, and it was like, wait, whoa, 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 big boy. It's the 501c3 that I'm filing for is for a research facility, which would be like basically a farm with an RV gather place where you can have like hoop houses and jazz like that where you can work underneath. One, to keep you out of the sun. Here in the desert, it'll cook you if you try to work out in the direct. Or to keep you out of the wind and blah, 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 blah. But basically like an outdoor arts and crafts school, big for big people kind of thing, to teach builders how to make the stuff correctly. That's what the 501c3 that I'm filing for is about, and for research, because a lot of the hemp stuff that I've done is all utilitarian patent, like open ground. And I've tried really hard and that's why I do what I do when I don't tell you ratios and jazz like that. Because if I give you everything, then it's really mine, and you don't get no credit, and that sucks for the greedy people, And I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, not even the billionaires. I've tried to make room for everybody to make money in this industry if they wanted to. They just chose not to, or they chose to say it's all fucking mine and you get nothing, or you get what I tell you can have. That's the arrangement, and that's not an arrangement. That's just a punk talking, trash. But the 501c3 that I'm filing is only for the research center. It has nothing to do with the refinery. That's a mental prodigy of the research center. Yeah, if there would be set up for royalties, there'd be something like that on it or whatever. But that's why I need the money from the refinery idea to fully fund the school, because that's where it came from. That's what this is about. The first like 100 million, and I said that yesterday, and I'm going to stick to that number because that's more than enough. And in the refinery terms, that's 1 million acres of hemp makes that same return is what the 100 million return. In the amount of CO2 that 1 million acres would remove, it's 153 pounds per acre. Y'all do the math. The and I know some of y'all already got that out. I don't. I can't do that no more. I used to, but it's just crazy, and that's why I stopped the video to begin with. Because when I said this is going to be when the refinery comes online, and these will come online all over. These are modular. It's only four. It's 4 cargo containers on a concrete pad. If you got a crane, you have a refinery. That dead simple. In the they just need to be where the farmers are. The farmers grow the seed. Put a little bit of the seed through your own refinery and get in with the municipality and buy a refinery, and then just fund it yourself. This is a yet this is several $1 million, probably less than $100 million per unit by the time you get the government involved in all their regulation and their safety and shit. You're because it wouldn't be to build it, it would not be 100 million. But by the time you get the bureaucracy involved, it would be upwards of 100 million. But compared to a multi-billion-dollar petroleum refinery that is just sketchy as fuck at best, it not doing any good for anybody. This is a much cheaper alternative. Is it is massive? No, it doesn't make millions of gallons a day. It's this is local for local needs where the material is. Is it scalable? Yeah, it's modular. That's the idea. It's scalable as hell. It just doesn't need to be. The petroleum plants need to be as big as they are because that's the breakover point, y'all. Nothing is free. Nothing. Everything has a cost. There's a reason for everything in the world. This just doesn't require a massive footprint, is what I'm trying to get at. And without giving away the store, like I said, because I really need the idea. For once in my life, I've given shit away all my life and never even batted an eye. For once in my life, I really need the 100 million to make sure that this works, to make it work, the research part. And then after that, man, there's some real cool shit coming. In stuff that y'all ain't even dreamt of yet. I promise you. There's some geeky little kid out there in a corner, the kid that hides in the closet and colors in the dark, that kid, he's probably thinking of this shit. The rest of y'all, not even close. Yeah, that's just that bad, y'all. Or that's that different is what I'm trying to get at. And we're very close to it. But is it going to be solved by the billionaires and by government bureaucracy? No, none of this will. No. Yeah, none of it will. But at least now, like I said before, maybe not because I had to shut the video off and do it, is the refinery aspect of this different 501c3, different board of directors, the whole bunch is going to be different. And that'll be filed as soon as the first 501c3 goes through. The second one will go through for the refinery. And then, yeah, everybody's welcome to jump on board for that if they want to do that. And I'll need, again, 3 people minimum in Colorado for that board as well. And but we'll be able to offer farmers like a minimum $1,000 an acre, and that's not bad for a crop that doesn't require fertilizer, it doesn't require pesticide, it doesn't really require much water in comparison to anything else. Like they got to really go hard on with potatoes and alfalfa. Some of these crops are just water stupid. Like they should not be grown just on the aspect of the water use that they do, like alfalfa. Yes, a horse needs it or whatever. Horses can eat other shit too. They don't just need that one crop. It's just a delicacy. It's like catnip for a horse. but but yeah, just to clear that up, these are not the same, and they are not going to be the same. And there's no profit in this. This is not. I tried y'all's way of getting investors. Nobody wanted to do that. Everybody wanted it where they got 99%, and they got to tell you what part of the 1% that you get. I'm not interested in that, y'all. This way, everybody will get a fair shake. Like the same guy who sweeps the floor is going to get the same money that anybody else in the operation makes. It's going to be a flat deal. And that's probably going to carry through for everything that I do. That's a reasonable thing. Yeah, it just how to say it, dignity. It's fucking dignity. Everybody has to have a job. You might not like your job. Some people do a job just because they'll do it when nobody else will. they need to be paid just as much as anybody else. That's just dignity. That's how I look at stuff. Dignity. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. All right. Talk to you then. Bye.